It's overlapping forest already. Hello guys, it's your boy ZinZouMRA. Today we are doing a different video. My notifications just popped that my guy Poppinati uploaded a video about an add-on that will save you hours learning a new class. So I just want to give him a big thumbs up, and also guys, I will leave his link channel to the description so you can subscribe and like his videos. It's really worth it. I guarantee you that you like his content. So let's see what the video is about, and I will do a little experiment. I kind of saw what he's talking about, but I wanted to react on it. So let's see how it goes. Okay, he's just creating a character here.
Pop all my cooldowns. Apply my bleeds as a structure and a corrode.
If you're like me, you get bored easy and you like playing a bunch of different roles, a bunch of different
That's me. That's why I'm leveling 4th out already.
classes, a bunch of different specs. I have probably 8 or 9 characters above level 70 and like 3 or 4 that are already level 80. The problem is, it's hard to learn new classes. It takes a lot of time. We're no longer playing classic World of Warcraft.
I think it's not hard to learn a new class, it's just hard to master it. You can get the basic rotation on every class for like 30 minutes, but the thing is it's hard to master it. Also depends on PV or PvP.
Where it's 3-button rotations. Even mages need to know 15 different buttons they need to press.
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean, bro? Mages need to press 15 buttons. What?
It's just crazy, because if you're playing mage, you know your mage friends. They're used to just frostbolt, frostbolt, frostbolt. It is no...
In your head, it's only frostbolt, huh? Huh?
No longer that era, okay?
Ah,
so
okay.
learning these new specs
are
difficult and time-consuming. And that's why I'm here. And I had a lot of questions of people in my chat when I was streaming asking about what add-on I was using. And I'm sure a lot of you already know about this add-on because it's not exactly new revolutionary technology, but I think it's super beneficial because it saved me hours and hours and hours of in-game time when learning new classes, and that is Hikili. So we're going to talk about the pros and cons of Hikili, what it does, its best uses, its times where it struggles, and just get right into it because we got a lot to cover. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, guys, go and follow his channel. It's really worth it. I say it once again. He's very, very good guy.
Coming out. So let's hop right back into it. So what is Hikili? And Hikili is essentially a priority helper add-on that makes recommendations several steps into the future, right? And it works by collecting information about the game's current state using a simulation craft-like action priority list. And that
So basically that one is like some weak orders that show you what's the rotation, if I get it right.
Recommends the next ability to use, then it modifies the game state and repeats the cycle, making the next prediction. All DPS specs are currently supported, and all tank specs are also current.
I would be happy if this add-on just supports every class rotation without you having to import it like a week over. You just launch the add-on and think already in there. I hope it is like that.
Currently supported. So you could download Hikili from any of your, wherever you get your add-ons from. I use CurseForge, and that's just...
Okay, guys, what I will do, I will try it on my mage. I will do the rotation that I usually do on PV on AoE, and then I will try it with the add-on to see which is actually doing better, so I can give you a perspective of how good optimized the add-on is and how well it makes you use spells.
Easiest for me. I assume that's what the majority of you probably use. But
okay, he's showing here how to download it. We all know curse, type Hikili.
Focusing solely on the primary abilities, okay? There are a lot of other options when it comes to Hikili, whether that's going more in-depth into your defensives, going in more depth into your AoE versus single target, which I think could be helpful, but I also view it more so as a crutch, okay? I think Hikili is super useful when learning a new class when it comes to the bread and butter of that class. Simple rotation.
Yeah, I would be happy if just shows you the exact rotation that's supposed to do.
Priorities,
We
simple.
all know when we level a different class, let's say I'm leveling a Warlock now, I played Warlock in Legion, and the game changed a lot since Legion, and I am kind of very bad with it. I don't know anything about the Warlock, and I'm starting the process of learning the rotation right now, and I think that addon is gonna be very helpful if it's working like it's supposed to.
When to use certain interrupts, what can be interrupted, when I should be using
That's
this
cool
over
as well.
this, something like for a Frosty K, making sure I'm officially using my runes, all of that I think is super beneficial for using Hakili, because it's you could do all of that using Hakili on something like a dungeon or on something like a delve, while also learning the character and learning the class. And I think that's super cool, as opposed to sitting for an hour and a half on a training dummy watching a YouTube video of some guy walking through a rotation for this class, which I think can be both boring and difficult to remember, right? So this makes things a lot easier. So once it's on, you'll have your primary ready to go. You can adjust the icon sizes right here with your width and height. And then you can just drag it around using your mouse, which is super beneficial.
Alright, so I guess that's more of showing how to configure it, like where to put it on screen, whatever. He's doing some rotations
I
here,
think
I
it's
guess.
just a super cool way. It'll know if I'm an AoE. It'll know if I'm on a single target. It knows all
Yeah,
of
look
that
at that. Look at how it's
for you. So it's a
swapping.
great way to learn your new class. It's a great way for me on Death Knight to use the class efficiently without running out of runes, making sure I'm using stuff like my ghoul, making sure I'm using all of these, minute and a half, 2 minute long cooldowns. It essentially forces you to need to use them, and it helps you learn the class significantly faster than if you were to just, again, go into a training dummy and watching a video about rotation.
So guys, I am with my mage now. I imported the addon here, you can see it. And what I'm gonna do, just me. Okay, that's the single target. I haven't played much with the settings. We are gonna test the single target here. So I will follow exactly what the addon is showing me, and I will save the DPS meter. Then I will do a rotation that I built, that I'm running. So what I'm doing now, I will test the rotation of the addon, then I will compare it to my own to see if it's actually doing better than me. So let's starting with clones, then we go Frostfire, Flurry, Burst, Strange. It's overlapping Flurries already. I'm doing exactly what the addon is showing me. I don't know why it's overlapping Flurries like that. That's not very optimal, in my opinion. Yeah. Alright, so I think we picked over 1.1 million single target. But what I didn't like about it, it kinda was overlapping flurries. You were wasting a lot of flurry procs, you were wasting winter shoes. Another thing I didn't like about it is gonna draw your attention from the dungeon you're playing, and it can cause you to wipe actually. But the idea of the addon is just incredible. Okay guys, now I will do the rotation like I usually do, so we can kinda compare it. Okay, I think that's enough, guys. The thing I really didn't like about it is the overlapping of flurries. I think it can manage to do it better. I am always trying to consume all the flurry and winter shoes proc that I have, instead of just overlapping it with another flurry or fingers of frost. So I think the addon is very good for the new players, but I think it's gonna kinda build your wrong habits with playing it. Overall, I think the addon is very good, but in some certain situations, it may not be.